Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm in Los Angeles with this beautiful California Juniper that I styled 2 years ago for the channel, so you can see the old video when I did all the banding. And now I'm gonna do a second resetting, some more cleaning and pruning, and then I will do a major work to make the base of the tree much better for the future. First styling, I left the two lower branches very long and down. They are kind of competing, but I let them because I did a lot of bending in the top of the tree. And basically this tree is built with only one main branch that was a big whip, and I bent down and framed all the nice trunk. So now that the tree got back his strength and is nice and powerful, I can go and reduce this branch in this position, more or less. So I can a little bit more highlight this part, this left part of the deadwood. And with the project that I have, that actually is to hair layer this section, actually ground layer this section of the vein to get the roots in this position. The base of the tree will be much bigger with the two live line coming from this position, and I can use this almost like a root and part of the base, and the tree will be much nicer using only this as a main branch in the direction of the movement of these big chains. So now what I want to do is reset a little bit the pads, remove some of the original thick wire from the previous band, set everything in position, and then do the work at the base. When I do the second restyling on a tree, I have to substitute some wire, especially in some of the thinner branches that the first styling they were very immature, and then they got a strength and they start growing well, like this one for example. And so I have to basically thick up the wire a little bit, removing the original one, and this will help me to support the new foliage that the tree produces, and obviously is much heavy than the original thin foliage. So I put some more thicker wire, and these help me to move and reset the branches in the correct position, while I will start removing thick wire from inside and free some of the primary structure. When California Juniper grow out, after the first styling, normally tend to pom out until it gets some strength in some of the outer. So you see some of the inner branches, they basically flop, so it's good to clean the underneath to remove the energy up in these branches, and these help the tree to restore the energy. Don't waste energy in little branches that are flopping down, and then these guys will start producing new foliage, and we can mature the pad by opening the side branches when they get stronger, but still keep the underneath nice and clean to avoid waste of energy. A good strategy for following up work on a tree, in my opinion, is every time we retouch the tree and we reset the foliage, is also removing the thicker wire from inside and eventually adding a little bit more wire into the new tips that develop. So doing that, we give time, first of all, to the structure to set, and slowly we move out and we move away all the wiring from the structure and then the secondary branches, and we add pieces of wire into the terminal part that we can always refine and readjust in terms of position. And obviously the trees is maturing more foliage, while is also setting more the structure, because the structure will thick up and set in position. So we don't need to rewire those parts, and we just wire whatever new the tree creates. for every project, I move from the lower branches up while I take care of the different part, putting some extra wire on the new whips to secure the new position. I'm still building part of the back of the tree, aligning a little bit main pads, and as you see, I remove all thick wire from this branch that was the main whip that I bent down to basically create all the foliage, and I also remove the plastic on top of the raffia. The raffia will basically go away with some watering and some sun, so I don't bother to remove that. And now I reset all the pads, and then I will take care of resetting with some wire these new whips that I can use to make the top even more compact. I just finished resetting the foliage, taking care of removing the thicker wire from the structure. Now the structure is set in position. I had some extra fine wire for some of the lines in the lower part that are maturing nicely. On the top I had a couple of whips I use to create part of the back and part of the top, as you could see in the previous videos. The tree is maturing well. Imaging is only 2 years after the first styling, and now I will concentrate on preparing for the air layer. And as I said, the goal is to bring the line of the nebari here, so we will have a much stronger base for the future of this tree. Now I prepare the sphagnum moss for the air layer. So sucking water, and I had already on my sphagnum a good part of hormones. So, and then the same hormone when I will cut the cambium, the area I want to have roots, I will add part of the hormone there, and then I will stick the moss against, so the cambium will always have something moister and will produce new roots where I want. And then I can create the base at the height I want. These California are very generous in terms of air layering, branches or part of the trunk. On other juniper, you can also graft little plants and have basically root grafted the area you want to create as a new base and then separate the piece. In this case, for me, it's much better to use the air layer technique. Okay, so now that the mix is ready, I'll have to create my windows in the position where I want the roots, add the rooting hormone, and then pile the moss against. Remove the cambium, and now basically I paint the area with the rooting hormone. Very generous. And then I need to start piling the moss against the area that I want the roots to come out. I will use a piece of raffia to secure the moss against it, and I will pile more moss around. I will create my extra pot and then fill it in with macadamia. So I just finished the layering part, creating the nice window, putting some rooting hormone, and then sticking a part of the moss and fixing the moss with some raffia. And then I had extra moss basically to pile up a good and solid base where the roots can basically root in and then stay always nice and wet. All around here I will build an extra line for rising up the pot level, and then I fill it in with macadamia that also will help the moss to stay wet. And here we are. I just finished putting the macadamia inside. The macadamia is very good because will always help the moss against the cambium, against the air layer to stay wet, and this will allow the tree to root very fast. And then next year I can open and see if we get roots, and hopefully with the new roots I can transition the tree to the new container and removing the lower part of the root ball. You can already see how already the base, the future base of the tree look much powerful, much better, and the tree obviously shorter with better transition in the nebari, especially with this part of the deadwood that was probably an old branch going down and opening up the base. Little cleaning, and now the tree can go back to the branches, and we will see with this one in a year, and hopefully we can have a new base for this beauty. Hello guys, I'm so proud and happy to welcome this upcoming 2024 with my new book, Bonsai Dream number 2, with a lot of articles and great bonsai transformation. So if you are interested, send me an email.